10.
This is the ideal time to engage an international audit firm to immediately commence an audit and review of how the unit has operated since it was established in 2016. The audit we intend to undertake will seek to review all the current processes, policies, and procedures in the operations of our CIP unit, its relationship to developers, promoters, and agents, and the establishment of escrow accounts, and to obtain recommendations to improve governance, transparency, integrity, compliance, and processes. I encourage you to ask the tough questions, seek clarification from your government, but defend your people, your home, and its integrity.
9.
The Darren Sammy Cricket Ground is on the verge of hosting its first fixture of the 2024 International Cricket Council T20 World Cup, being played in the Caribbean and the United States of America.
We've moved to LED lights, and of course they are brighter, they are more focused in terms of areas on the pitch that we want lit, and I'm very impressed with the lights and some of the effects that we are going to get from the lights. In addition to that, the replay screen is something that I'm very impressed with as well. For the first time we are electronic, we are all electronic in terms of the replays, in terms of the scoreboard, and that is another investment that we as a government had to put in terms of meeting the standards for ICC Cricket World Cup.
8.
The Government of Saint Lucia has inaugurated a new jetty in Miku, providing relief to fishermen who have struggled with the pervasive sargassum seaweed.
So I don't do these things because I'm looking for political favors, I'm trying to gain political points. I do it because it is important, it is necessary. And when you come here and you see the plight of a fisherman, if your heart don't break for this fisherman,
there are many more things for the fisher people in this country and for the farmers of St. Lucia.
7.
The Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Food Security and Rural Development has landed 20 new animal breeds onto the island as part of the ongoing strategy to enhance and diversify the quality of agricultural produce available to local farmers.
I must say I'm very happy with what I saw, what I've seen so far. I am hoping that the Ministry of Agriculture will really use that opportunity to develop that livestock sector in a big way, and especially the artificial insemination program that we are going to commence as part of this whole venture and exercise.
6.
Approximately 50 farmers have engaged in a farmer field school being delivered in Region 7, focused on cucumber production. This initiative aims to bolster sustainable agriculture and promote integrated pest management to address the powdery mildew currently being faced in cucumber production.
We find farmers who are growing cucumbers and who are facing the disease problems. Then we develop a training program based on what we call a baseline assessment. So we go to these farmers, find out what are their problems, and we develop a training curriculum out of that, and then we develop a training modules.
5.
The gathering of principals and vice principals of various institutions island-wide presented an opportunity to meet and discuss educational policy critical to the execution of their duties.
Once you are guided by the notion that you are in this for the children, you cannot go wrong. If it is that you are on a popularity contest, you will fail. Do not make decisions so that you can be popular. Make the decisions that are right.
4.
A push to introduce the traditional game of Wari to students island-wide is expected to marry entertainment and education while strengthening critical thinking. A successful workshop with students of District 2 formed an installment in a plan initiated by the Department of Education and the Monsignor Patrick Anthony Folk Research Center to familiarize students with the two-player game, which is believed to be centuries old.
Looking at what are the games that we have in our heritage that will interest the students, and Wawi was the perfect game because it's a game of calculation. And that is educational as well. It's going to help the children with their calculations, their math calculations. Say, wow, this is the greatest thing.
3.
The Ministry of Equity, Social Justice and Empowerment's Income Support Program, ISP, continues to make significant strides in empowering vulnerable households across the length and breadth of the country.
Mr. Speaker, I'm pleased to announce that close to 3,000 persons who did not previously benefit from other income support initiatives have collected their one-time $1,500.
2.
We are going to do everything we can to show to JetBlue that it should remain and that at least during the peak periods, jazz, carnival, and the winter season, that the flight should exist. Saint Lucia is an enchanting destination, and there's so much that we can offer. Let me formally, as Minister of Tourism, welcome you to Saint Lucia and to tell you you are truly welcome in this place, and we hope that you will keep coming, and surely our relationship with JetBlue will continue to prosper.
It's nice to come down here as a captain and have all this warm, inviting, open arms.
1.
You have Derek Walcott, who won the Nobel Prize, which is world-renowned. But you also have other poets. You have MacDonald Dixon, we have Robert Lee, we have Lucien. Saint Lucia is known for writers and poets and people with dramatic talent.
Prime Minister Honorable Philip J. Pierre paid a surprise visit to personally engage with the budding authors. The Prime Minister purchased books from each of the new authors and took the opportunity to read to a group of young students during the visit.
Butterflies start fluttering about, painting the air with their vibrant colors. But did you know that there's more to these delicate creatures than just their beauty?